Oh, it'll find it. Eventually.
There it is.
Made it, Ma. Top of the world.
Hello and welcome. All right. It should be starting any second.
Ding, 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 ding,
Hello.
ding. But I bet we're starting up on the FB.
We are.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Eventually.
Hi, everyone. We made it. How's everyone doing? I gotta go. Okay, I gotta find it on Facebook now.
You know, traditionally I would be able to say things like, we made it to hump day. But, you know, people's work lives are very different these days, including my own. And it's a little unusual that I was working today just because I have a new schedule where I wouldn't be at the office. I'll be at the home office.
Okay.
So I'll be able to see a little sooner.
So on Facebook, it's randomly showing closed captions. So if you don't want the we didn't set that up. So if you don't want the closed captions,
you know.
Hi, Jamie, and hi, Michael. By the way, I saw you over there on YouTube.
You know, there's a real tendency for Facebook to turn that on.
Let's stay more home.
I think Facebook wants you to read instead of listening to us. Your choice. Sometimes very funny things happen for the auto-generated captions, but I would say turn it off. You know, my personal thing. Yep. But and that's very funny. There used to be such a thing. You start Monday, Tuesday, you finally get to the middle of the week, and then everybody's working for the weekend, trying to get to Facebook jail again. And
I don't think that's why they send you to Facebook jail.
No, they don't send you to jail. They put a copyright strike
Hi, Lisa.
on you. It's just a copyright strike. But these days, I don't know. Some people's days start here, start there. Some people are like, oh, I'm like half on, half remote, half in an office. Some people are like, oh, fully remote for 2 years. Okay. Sensible way to go as far as I'm concerned.
How do I get this?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get rid of this.
Just click away into here.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Hi.
See? Hashtag.
Hi, Eric. It's
Info.
bleepings.
Bleeps. The bleepings.
To the tune of feelings. Bleepings.
Nothing more than bleeping.
Anyway.
Still singing the tune, so I'm still going into copyright strike. Yeah.
Okay, so
Be fun.
we're going to try something this evening that we've never tried live before.
But first,
we're going to open some bubbles because we don't have a drink yet.
So we might as well just launch right in.
One moment. I'll be right back.
So while you do that, I'll grab the bubbles. You can still see me here. Very carefully. No, that's not the right bottle. That's the right bottle. All right. I can always tell. Ding!
I'm back.
I got this tonight because it was in the cooler and it was cold at the store.
Hi, Julie.
We have the Isotta Manzoni. Cuvée Giuliana. Have never tried this one. And we're about to. This is a fine bit of...
You're going to need a stopper.
I am. You got a stopper?
I do. I have one right here.
I got to find the zip stripper, and then we can actually get this guy going. Woohoo! Hey, Devin. Well,
Hi, Devin.
October sounds like Christmas for you, so hello.
Oh,
and then
I know.
there's Christmas. I'm telling you.
Halloween was great. We had a lot of kids come by the house. It was fun.
We have a good supply in this neighborhood right now of kids of a certain age, and some of them are actually quite a bit beyond that age. I think they just like the free candy, if you ask me. But they came by.
That's okay.
And we had our friend from a few doors down did drop by again, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, this is great." And I had more than a few kids say, "This is the best house." I'm like, "I just put lights up." But hey, thanks,
we used the fog machine.
And
woohoo!
Love that sound.
All right.
Hey.
Hi, Keith. Good to see you. So, our Patreon patrons already know this, but we're going to make homemade ice cream on this broadcast.
Right here, on the stage.
And then we're going to use it in drinks.
So we better start the ice cream soon because it takes a while. And
so we're going to...
It's also noisy, so it's going to be made in the other room. But we're going to start here so you can see what's what.
Oh, yeah. French 75. Michael, I'm going to do a French 75 variation right as soon as we get the ice cream going. And we're gonna mix it all up here, the ice cream. And the ice cream freezer is in the kitchen because it is loud. It is like a plane landing on the bar loud. So
I don't think I've ever met one that wasn't. It's a motor. It's like
it's like
if you've ever used a professional record cleaner, which has a vacuum motor in it, it sounds like you're vacuuming the carpet. And this thing is no different. It just has this slow RPM motor that just spins that sucker. And it's So anyway, you need.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and Thanksgiving 75 it right now.
Go to town.
Would you like to do that as well?
I'm doing something similar.
I'm going to do.
And I'm going to use the Koubet because I just feel like it.
Okay. I am going to start with some. I wasn't even thinking we would mix this early. So we got to get that ice cream going. But which measure is this?
That one is, I believe, 1 1.25, something like that. I have measured that.
I'll do 1 1/4. All right. So I'm going to do an Applejack.
Interesting. I decided to do that myself.
All right. Well,
then it's the going rate.
We're going to need Applejack soon.
I guess we're going to need Applejack. Sure.
All right. And I am going to add, okay, so that was, I'm going to say 1 1/4 ounces. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you're going to have a cocktail.
I am actually doing exactly what you're doing, but I'm starting with a base that is a well-known cocktail.
All right, so.
Which means I get a refill.
Oh, didn't hand out any candy this year. Hi, Satellite. Good to see you.
Hey.
And hello, Mark. Good to see you, too. Was that a Vaca reference?
Kramer?
Okay.
Actually, the professional machine is actually a record vacuum. It just doesn't wreck your record. That's all. I almost just poured out 4 ounces of base. Here I am pouring for 2. Mm-hmm. Got to think about what I'm doing over here.
All right, so I did. Now I'm going to have to remember these and write them down. Okay, so I did 1 1/4 ounces of Applejack, about 1/3 of an ounce of apple liqueur. Oh, we need the lemon. Oh, you got it.
Lemon. There you go. Careful, it's kind of full.
I am going to do
Full, a lot of sap.
about 1/3 of an ounce of the lemon, too.
There you go.
And then I'm going to use some cranberry bitters.
Ooh, that's an excellent idea. I will probably take those as well. I am using...
Yeah, champagne drinks. So we decided that this evening, in addition to the champagne drinks, we're going to make ice cream live and then use it in drinks. So people who've been requesting blender drinks.
Guess what? Your time has come.
Your time has come.
You thought that was all during the summer.
Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am.
During the summer, they'll all melt. So let's go. We're actually simultaneously mixing tonight, which is interesting, but we need to get this party started.
Gettysburg, ma'am, how did your costume go over?
Hello. Yeah, just asking.
I thought about you.
Hilarious
on
idea.
Halloween.
So, we're interested.
Okay, so I'm going to write mine down real quick. So tell people what you're doing.
So I'm actually starting out by making a classic, which is the Jack Rose. And I'm only going to add one thing to it, which is a little different. All I'm doing is punching up the color anyway. So this is 2 ounces base of Applejack, 1/2 ounce of lemon, and then 1/2 ounce of grenadine. Now we make our own grenadine, so it's not that red.
Grenadine.
It's not that bright, shocking blood red. But we happen to have the cranberry bitters, which are. So a couple of dashes of that, and we'll get that going. Cranberry bitters like to bleed all over the package, and it just looks
and then it looks like murder.
It just looks like a crime scene. I'm telling you. So this has been chilling. I put this in here. I take that, and I give it a shake.
All right, hold on. I just want to check the comments. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm behind. Hi, Kalaka boy.
Hey, Kalaka.
Yay. Oh, okay. So, how's your Halloween? Oh yeah. Yes, the Thanksgiving tree is up. I should I'll do a video of it.
Yes.
I'll do a TikTok.
It's up. The rotisserie is cooking that turkey.
Yeah.
We're telling you. But
yes. You opened the haunted hideaway. Oh my gosh, Devin. Okay, great. Okay, let's okay, I'm looking at your recipe. Oh, the kids loved it. Oh, good, got a lot of Merry Christmases. I love it. Hi, Jenlyn. Okay, so I made what I call a Thanksgiving 75, which is Applejack, apple liqueur, fresh lemon juice, cranberry bitters, chilled Prosecco, and he made the classic Jack Rose, but I'm sure he did something weird.
I did actually, it was not that weird. I added cranberry bitters to make it a little more red because a Jack Rose really wants to be rosy colored. And the grenadine we make, it's not that red.
Hi, Errol.
It's actually made with pomegranate. So,
Eric says my nephew dressed up as a dump truck. I love that.
Okay, this is great. But I'm going to top this with the bubbles because I feel like that, and it means I get a refill.
What? Okay, how How much Applejack did you use?
Okay, now I do go off of what is normally the Jack Rose formula, but any reputable book would make it this way: 2 ounces of Applejack.
Okay.
The Applejack you can get in most places is layered, so which has been making it
Okay.
since I think the 1780s. So there we go. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice.
Okay.
Yep, fresh lemon, and 1/2 ounce of grenadine.
Okay.
Preferably fresh too. If you make your own grenadine, that's a good place. There are some really nice brands on the market that you probably
And
can't
you just
find
use
in your
the-
supermarket.
Did you use bitters?
And I used 2 dashes of the cranberry bitters.
Okay.
That was just to punch up the red, but it also adds like a little bit of fruity flavor and a lot of bitter, which is a good thing for this drink.
Okay. I'll put in
Jack Rose
the
can
details
definitely stand
later.
with this.
Okay.
Well made, it's a good
We're caught
sour, but you can always punch the bitter a bit, and that's fine. And all I did, I made that, poured it, and then topped with the bubbles. So it's kind of a bubbly rose.
Starting to resemble a dump truck. Aw. Your fall workout in. Oh, I worked out today too because I knew we were going to be making ice cream. Okay,
I'm going to
so
pour this baby
all right. Ooh, I'm
into here
behind.
and set this
Okay.
aside, and this will be my refill.
Okay, we gotta get the ice cream going, and then we gotta look at the Leota lemonade. Okay, so it's a shot blue curacao, 2 shots lemon vodka, splash lemon juice, top it off with ginger ale. It was not our favorite. I think you could definitely cut the blue curacao way down because seriously, like a tiny bit of blue curacao will still make your drink totally.
Half of that to that amount of lemon vodka is fine. My sort of standard proportion would be like 2 ounces of your base being your liquor, so your 2 ounces of your lemon vodka, and then 1/2 ounce of blue curacao.
Mm-hmm.
With those proportions, that would be a full ounce. It's too sweet and it's too blue, and you're getting plenty of blue otherwise. And what else in there? Lemon juice. Add more lemon juice.
Yeah,
Start out with that base. Add lemon juice until it actually sours up, and you get the balance between the two. Otherwise, it's going to be way too sweet. And then with that base and top off with ginger, then I would top off with a splash of ginger ale. Or if you want like a tall one, you could add more ginger. But I would say like about the amount that I added to get this guy into a bubbly drink, that'd be perfect.
And I'm thinking you could even, this is totally optional, but you could even do like some orange bitters or something that is not good. Like I wouldn't do a dark bitters because it's going to change the color. But you could do like orange bitters or something that's a light color. Ginger bitters.
Ginger bitters would be a good punch for that. Yeah. And there's some really good ginger bitters on the market these days. You might need to go outside of your supermarket.
Oh.
Although if you've got a really hip supermarket, maybe you don't need to.
Yeah, orange bitter. Yeah, try it.
Yep. And, and I will say that orange you can find at your local supermarket because Angostura makes it.
Hi, Bill. Good to see you. So, yeah, Gettysburg, man, we didn't get the rain until like after trick-or-treating was over. Like we're laying in bed that night and the sky just opened up. So
the kids
our kids got lucky.
Kids got lucky, and you know, I hope that for them too. You don't want to be walking around in the rain.
Ken says, will it be turkey gullet ice cream? It's going to be pumpkin ice cream.
Should be delicious.
All right, it's time to start it.
Might as well start it because, hey, why am I sitting around yakking? So, what we need to
So this recipe comes to us from the Ben & Jerry Ice Cream and Dessert Cookbook, which we've had forever.
We had this for probably 25 years anyway.
Yeah, no, since like the 90s we've had that.
1987 this was first published. This is the original Ben & Jerry, and when this was published, they were still the owners of the company. And shortly thereafter, they sold out to Pillsbury, and that's been that way ever since.
Well, the funny thing is, we bought that book before we lived together because we each bought one. We went to Ben & Jerry's in Vermont, and I guess we didn't live together yet because we each bought a copy.
Probably was like 1992 or 1993, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do have 2 of these.
Which is like, what were you doing in New Hampshire with me?
I was, it has to have been, no, it has to have been like 94. Yeah, because I didn't know you earlier than that. And
but why would I have bought, but we moved in 94, so like what?
At the end of the year, I think summer of that year, we went up and saw the folks, and we went to Ben & Jerry's.
Okay.
And if you went to the plant at that point in time, you get free samples. It was really cool. And you're like, oh wow, And they
Hugo.
had the books, and like had I just gotten an ice cream maker or something, so I decided to try it out.
Ben & Jerry, the only man I need in my life.
Yeah, seriously.
I had to get that in. That's hilarious.
One of the first things they did was coffee ice cream. because I happen to really enjoy coffee ice cream. And this is like stupidly simple. It's their standard base plus 3 tablespoons of the instant coffee. That's it. And you kind of can't go wrong. Well, you could just use store brand instant coffee. It would work fine.
Do you want to do one part and I'll do the other part?
What do you mean?
Do you want to do I could either do the pumpkin or the rest of it, or no, like you have to make the sweet cream base and then the pumpkin.
Let's start with the sweet cream base. They have
I could do
3
the
different
pumpkin.
bases that they use for these things, but their standard base is pretty simple, fairly foolproof, and I will note it's kind of like making beer. You might not come out with exactly what you're interested in an ice cream, but you will eat it all.
Hi, Tom and Jen, and hi, Sylvia. Sylvia says, quick question. Oh, no, our supermarkets do not sell hard liquor. Sylvia's asking. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we don't have state-run liquor stores, but you do have to buy hard liquor in a liquor store. Our supermarkets sell beer and sort of a low alc wine. Yeah,
it's a pretty poor excuse for wine, to tell you the truth. Wine coolers.
I went off on a rant about this yesterday on a text thread.
Bottles, James, we're paging you.
Because it used to be. I guess I haven't bought beer at the supermarket in a long time. And I went in there yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I'll pick up some beer," and almost all of the good beer is totally gone, and it's all replaced with hard seltzer and like twisted tea.
I know this is a big category these days, but how much
bleep
flavored seltzer do you need to buy? I mean, seltzered liquor do you need to buy? This is ridiculous. So, and usually it's not even like vodka; it's like malt liquor plus flavoring or whatever. It's like,
Errol says we just bottled 5 gallons of pumpkin beer.
Hey, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, so I was a little bit. I did find some, but the category with good beer is like shrinking, and it's just getting all full of hard seltzer. Which, no shade if you drink hard seltzer, but I'm like, you can buy seltzer right over there and just pour booze into it.
If what you want is a canned vodka soda, bear in mind you can buy a bottle of vodka and a bottle of soda and make all you want for the same price.
They thank you for your support.
Just say, they do.
Michael, they make me moderate your comment. We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under it. Oh, that's why they.
Purell lobster. Just saw a funny thing on that same subject today, but
I think you meant Doc, but YouTube moderated it.
Whoops. So anyway,
I know, so stupid, but it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you got autocorrected. That's what happened. Okay, well we understand what you're saying here because
Doc is a word.
Everybody here knows the song, so nobody is fooled except for YouTube.
But,
yeah.
But YouTube, Doc is a word.
YouTube can be fooled.
I hate it when
Doc's a legitimate word.
I hate it when autocorrect.
It's a legitimate word.
Tries to correct me out of an actual word. Like saying. Lemon.
Yeah.
I type the word lemon a lot, and it always wants to change it to like lemmy, like Lemme, like Lemmy-in. I'm like, lemon is a word.
Lemmy a fiber, That's how Lemmy got his name. So anyway, let's actually start with the sweet cream base.
But I'm just saying, do you want me to do the pumpkin part while you do that?
Why not?
Okay, well, I need the pumpkin.
What goes into the pumpkin part, by the way?
The pumpkin and the spices.
Oh, okay. Here.
All right.
You get that. I get this.
Okay.
Let's get the parts.
All right. I will do... So when we put this together, we're supposed to pour out some of this, like a cup worth of the sweet cream, and then add the pumpkin to that, and then put the part you poured out back in.
You have to scrape this all out
with. A spoon?
How about something better than that?
Oh yeah, in California, yeah, I love it when we're in California and we can get liquor in the supermarket. Okay. 1 cup of pumpkin. It's actually coming out really well, but I'll take a scraper anyway.
This is good for you. Yeah, the actual state, people who live in different states don't understand what happens in your state with liquor sales and things like that. And yeah, because we have 50 sets of liquor laws, which is daft, but there's a reason for that, just because the nation tried something about liquor some 90 years ago and failed. And anytime you hear about any contemporary prohibitions, think about the big one. So here's the thing, what happens in New York State is that your supermarkets can sell beer.
And twisted tea.
And you also have beer sold in beer distributors. That's a big thing. So you can go to beer distributors for a better selection, which is good because the supermarkets are very big brands.
We have an amazing beer distributor.
They have good local brands, yeah.
Which is why I don't usually buy beer in the supermarket.
The supermarket can have good sales, but normally it's not that impressive.
Okay, so 1 cup pumpkin, and then 1 teaspoon cinnamon and 1 teaspoon nutmeg.
Wine and liquor, no supermarkets. You have to go to the liquor store. The liquor store has all of that stuff. Supermarkets have some sort of low alc wine, which is not really worth your time. So you can get beer a couple places, liquor one place, and wine one place. That's the state of affairs. What do people in upstate New York do? They probably go over to Vermont and then go further into New Hampshire and just get the stuff tax-free.
I feel bad when people come to New York who live in California or someplace that has, you can buy liquor in the supermarket because they come here and they're like, oh my God, your supermarket had the worst selection ever. I was like, yeah.
Well, that wasn't good. All right, so you're mashing all that business up. Sweet cream base starts with 2 eggs. These are raw eggs, and they're not going to be cooked. If you have a problem with this, you're going to have to modify that. There we go. Get out of there.
All right.
But we have made this actual sweet cream base from Ben & Jerry's for some 25 years now, and I have never had any ill effects. Also, I will have a Caesar salad south of the border, no issues. So
it's been a while since we've made ice cream, though, so...
A bit messy on this end.
Hopefully.
I'm going to have to bust these out of here.
Okay. And
go to town. Which I will do.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm looking at, San Diego. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Marty.
Oh, hello.
Marty says we found a pizzeria connected to a liquor store in San Diego. I love that.
I love that concept.
Yeah, San Diego's gorgeous.
It's got apparently the best weather in the entire country.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
Having been there several times, I can attest to that. It was just amazing the whole way.
We found a liquor store in Pennsylvania, like 20 minutes from our house, that I was just obsessed with because it had all these Pennsylvania brands that we can't get like 20 minutes from there in New York. It was crazy, but...
Pretty amazing. 2 eggs. What you want to do with these is beat them up for a while. These are supposed to get pretty well mixed.
Hi, Elizabeth.
So we're going to do that.
Oh, Eric, let me try an experiment. The pen is mightier than the sword. You know, that space, it saved you. I didn't have to moderate that.
It took you. Screaming Jay Hawkins had a different saying about that. But you can look that up.
I've told you my story before about when I was in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and we had everyone had a box that had a letter that it ended up spelling out
peanuts.
Peanuts.
Of course.
But one night the T didn't get turned around, so
there you go. Draw your own conclusion.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next,
beer bar and laundromat. Oh, yeah.
No, oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
I thought we didn't have one of those locally, did we? I thought
it
was. No, we should have one. I think that's what I was thinking. This takes sugar. If you are sensitive to such things, you can always substitute. You'd have to look up. These days, you would just go to the web and find what people do with stevia and whatnot, and then you could find a good sub.
Ooh, it's been pouring rain there. Oh, Bill.
Apparently, you can use honey in ice cream, but it will crystallize very badly. So you probably want to make the lot and invite 12 friends over and eat it all.
I don't want it crystallizing in my drink.
So this is, I believe, 3/4 of a cup.
That is 3/4 of a cup.
A little bit at a time. So normally what I do is kind of do this. Sort of stir.
That's not a little bit. That's a lot.
And just keep mixing and mixing and mixing. You want to sort of emulsify this as it goes.
If I was doing this not on a video. I would be doing it in the KitschenAid and not
let that
and not
go to town.
hand whisking. But
Let that go to town. But you do the sugar with the eggs first, and this is a pretty common technique in baking.
here he says, years ago I was on a site where the space didn't save me. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Duds and suds. I love it.
It's a great combo. Look, you're doing your laundry. It's going to take like 90 minutes, okay? Have a beer.
I wish
What the hell?
when I was utilizing laundromats when I lived in Brooklyn, I would have loved that. Actually, Queens
Fantastic.
too.
Queens as well. We have to use laundromats for 10 years. And I would say both cases, they were walking distance. And the one in Queens, I remember like 2 different apartments. It wasn't that far. One was right across from us, as a matter of fact. But still, I was like, I'd love to sit here with a beer while things spin, you know?
Just have to take
Anyway.
a flask.
So this is supposed to get to sort of the color of lemon, which it does, and get like very nicely emulsified, which it
Say
does.
here's the
So
pumpkin.
next thing you got to add
It's
is
not as attractive as
1
that.
cup of milk. I got 2% milk. You could use whole milk if you like a little stronger or full fat. Obviously, if you ever trying for like sort of a Philadelphia style French vanilla, that's like all full fat. That's like all cream, you know?
Oh, wait, hold on. Marty says, I was backpacking in Italy years ago and I found a bar cafe with a coin-op laundry room. It's such a good idea, right?
Please. No, they're doing it.
Oh my gosh. They even had 60s Italian rock and roll on the TVs. That sounds like an amazing place.
Scope of tones.
Yeah, I did a photo shoot in a laundry one time. Loads of fun, didn't
Big fun.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you. We're making
Hello.
ice cream.
We are, in fact. So we're starting with...
Oh, they have Duds and Suds in Tulsa. No way.
So a cup of milk.
The Big Brother chat room. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Eric. Oh yeah, drive-through liquor stores. I've seen those in Colorado too. Okay, so you added the milk.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't need to go to town stirring this in because the next thing I'm going to do is grab a pint of the heavy whipping cream. And we're going to put that in there too. So there's your heavy cream. This is the real thing.
Splashy.
Full fat. When you make this, it is not a low fat ice cream. I'm sure
Drive-through
by now
laundromat. It's such a good
there
idea.
are some good formulas on the net that will get you there. But we'll emulsify that a little bit too. Get that all together. Now here's the part where we want to move the
Hi,
computer
Johnny.
because we need to put about half of this in there, don't we?
Oh, thanks, Johnny.
Psst.
What?
Here's the part where we need to move the computer because we want to put about half of this in there. Is that
All
right?
right, we'll move it over. You want it? No, it said to remove a cup of that.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to do this
don't pour it toward me.
very slowly.
Haven't you
That
ever?
seems about right.
Have you ever seen a cooking show?
Mm-hmm.
Can't pour toward yourself. All right, so the combining has begun. I feel like we need that whisk, actually.
I would be glad to pass you the whisk.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
And I'll take this off.
Wait,
your
no,
hands.
just get the
Don't
stuff.
worry about it.
Ah!
Don't worry about it.
Ah!
We'll take care of it later. Messy
I'm
process.
not wearing an apron.
We don't have that overhead camera like the cooking show, so we can't kind of do that stuff.
Johnny, that's so sweet. The vintage tinsel tree. Oh,
yeah.
thank you. It's about time to start putting up all those trees.
Well, it might still be there. But, who knows? Good thing to check out.
Oh, ice cream using coffee cans. Well, the thing that you pour this into kind of resembles a coffee can.
It
actually.
strongly resembles a coffee can. And it's not galvanized steel or anything, so. Drive to Liquor Stores
Oh,
in Texas.
jeez.
Oh, jeez, yeah. of
Errol,
course.
no, I'm looking at Errol's. I laugh when I think about the peanut spelling. I lived in Winter Park, Florida, near a housing addition called the Winter Park Pines. There were big metal letters. Seems every Friday, E&I and Pines were
Oh, all the local
creativity.
the local teenagers,
Right.
they like to cut it up, don't they? Okay, so the next thing we need to do is pour this into this, and that's going to be a big mess. So
Oh, I thought we had to pour that into here.
we're going to do that off camera. So,
All right. Then we're going to put it in the ice cream freezer. Also off camera because it's loud. All right, so I tested out the motor today, and it works. So how long does it take to do this?
About 30 minutes.
All right, in 30 minutes or so, we'll have ice cream.
You have a scraper.
Hi, Denise.
What have your scraper?
Here. Take that too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. These things can go too.
I'll be glad to get them going.
I forgot to do my rim on my French 75. Oh, well, next round.
Next round.
We have a special rim for you all. We picked up, I saw it in the store, and I was like, oh, yeah, we got to buy that. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust. Yes, for people who can't manage combining cinnamon and sugar yourselves, Cinnamon Toast Crunch has your back. But I thought it would make a good rim. And then I made my drink, and I forgot to use it. So we will use that next round.
Next one.
Oh, Devin, thank you. We'll see. I figure even if it comes out horrible, we'll still put it all in a blender with some booze. Oh, yeah, the coffee can thing. Yeah, I've seen that. You know, roll it around for a while. They also have ice cream makers that are like basically a ball that you just roll around. Yeah. Anyway. All right. You have something to show?
Not much to show, but here is all the business combined. I'm walking very gingerly around here, so I don't drive anything. And you stir, 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 stir. Now this is going into a maker. When I do that, it's going to splatter all over the place, so I'm definitely getting out of here. And then you'll hear a loud noise, and obviously we'll be going. So, I'll be back.
All right, well. I put, oh, hi, Mom. Good to see you. Yeah, I love a good rim. You know, I never have this ready. And it's called Rim Shot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey.
I need to be quicker with that. Yes, happy Wednesday. So, oh, does the ice cream maker have to be in the freezer before you use it? I put the metal part of it in the fridge, but it doesn't have to because it has ice all surrounding it. But, you know, why not? Okay. I'm just ready for the loud noise to start.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, did you get out the... Oh, he does. It's out. I would move the camera into the kitchen, except that would be a complete production. So we'll just wait for him to start it. So for those of you just joining us, we're making pumpkin ice cream live. And then when it's done in a half hour or so, we plan to use it in drinks. But in the meantime, my little drinky grows low.
Oh, so is mine.
Oh, boo. All right, let's start making a Cinnadust rim. Okay, there's so much stuff behind this bar. Okay, so I have 2 plates. The first plate has a little bit of simple syrup, and the second plate is going to have Cinnadust.
All right, just to show you, because it's going to be impossible otherwise. So here's the metal part, which strongly resembles a coffee can. This is literally just like...
It does. It looks like a coffee can.
Just a coffee can. So this is what they came with the maker some 30 years ago, 25 anyway. And you just pour it in there, and then you go to town. It's good if this is cold. It doesn't have to be frozen because it's not going to freeze anything. The salt and the ice are going to freeze things. So, be back.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to shake out some Cinnadust on, you don't need much. We're going to have to make a lot of French toast. Now we're going to be stuck with a lot of Cinnadust.
Apparently so.
Okay. Let me catch up. Hi, Peter. So, I'm going to be rimming a drink with Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust. And then we're making homemade ice cream. So, I need a new flute because that flute is going to be too messy. So I just run my rim through the simple syrup. You don't have to. You could just use water or lemon juice, but it makes the whatever you're rimming stick better. So, run it through the Cinedust. And look at that rim. Okay, that is ready for me when I need it. All right. Oh, do you hear it? You can't not be hearing that. It's so loud. Okay, so I'll give you the blow by blow because I'm not taking the camera in there. He added a bunch of ice all around the metal part that he showed you, and then he's adding salt to it because I guess that helps it freeze. We're not doing this on camera because it's really, really loud, but we mixed it. How's it going in there? He can't hear me over the ice cream freezer. Okay, so. Time for, well, I was about to say time for another drink, but I'll finish this one first. But just look at that rim. What's everyone doing for Thanksgiving? We're hosting. I've made 2 pies so far. They're in the freezer. Ooh, Gettysburg Ma'am. I rimmed my mango slush in tahini yesterday. Yum. Or the honest flashback. Oh, we're going decadent tonight, so there's going to be some sweetness. All right, yeah, Thanksgiving. What's everyone doing? I've made 2 pies. We're hosting. I'm going to start working on my side dishes. Eating. Are you eating at home, Eric? Or are you eating elsewhere? If you're hosting, is this something you usually do? Like, it's kind of become our holiday. So I'm all about, as you can see, picking up Thanksgiving kitsch and whatnot because it's our holiday that we get to host. Yum, pies, yes. Oh, Peter was saying the Macy's parade? Ooh. Oh, yeah, watch the Macy's parade. You got to. We don't have cable, but I realized last year, if you pay for a month of Peacock, you can just watch it. So I'm hoping that's the case again this year. Because it's $5. I'll pay $5 to watch the Macy's parade. And then I'll just catch up on anything I wanted to see on Peacock, which is what I did last year. Oh, going to your sister and nieces. Okay. Yeah, the Macy's parade. Oh, Amy's going to her cousins. I usually get told to bring brownies. Well, it's your specialty. You gotta. And entrusting my niece to select the alcoholic beverage for me. Well, you're trusting. Oh, cherry apple. Bill's making pies tomorrow. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So far I've made apple and pumpkin. I'm thinking of maybe doing one more, but I am also going to do cupcakes because I have little pics that say Happy Thanksgiving to stick into them, so. Oh, you can watch it live on YouTube if you don't have cable. Okay. Yeah, I've tried in the past to do it without paying, and it seemed like one year we were getting like a behind the scenes view, which is interesting, but at the same time it was like really static and boring. So I'm gonna look into the YouTube thing. I've never been to see it live. And now I probably never will, because when I lived in New York City, I never went to see it live, so. Ooh, Boston cream pie. That's good. I like that one. Oh, MST3K Turkey Day Marathon. I love it. Oh, okay. She did a good job last time. All right. Ooh, oh my gosh. Cheryl says, by Thanksgiving, we'll have pumpkin wheat, wheat with blackberry, Pilsner, and milk stout. Oh, man, you guys are overachievers. The chickens and kids, the pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie. I love it. Yes, I can make Dolly Parton cupcakes, Amy. And I need to, as Paul pointed out. You know, the expiration date on these is coming up. I'm like, all right. I was thinking I would make Dolly Parton the coconut cupcakes with chocolate frosting. Oh, Jamie's cooking a Cornish game hen and fixins for cat night. Oh, I love it. I love that you can do that. I really wish I dared turn the camera around. It seems like every time I try to move the camera, something horrible happens. But oh, you want to go to New York over New Year's? Okay, so when I still lived in California, I went to the Rose Parade on New Year's. We spent the night on the street and saw the Rose Parade the next day. And my first year in New York, I went to Times Square. So I feel like I've done like the two big New Year's things now. So now we just go live on New Year's. Oh, a banana. Yep, I've got the banana too. I've got one more coconut and a banana. Errol loves pumpkin too. I love pumpkin. We have someone coming who doesn't like pumpkins, so that's why I made the apple. I'm thinking of maybe like a berry pie. I've never done that before. Our store is still plentiful with berries, so I'm thinking maybe like blueberry. Blueberry. I'm thinking blueberry. Have this addiction to this thing called heat. Well, you never know what you're going to get in Times Square on New Year's. I will say that. Like, it could be 10 below, or it could be 40 degrees. You just really never know. Look who's back.
Hello.
Did you bring the spray over here?
Spray's over.
Because I am, like, really, really sticky.
Sticky. There you go.
If you wouldn't mind shuffling that along.
I don't mind.
Thank you.
Shuffle off two.
All right.
You know where you got to shuffle off to. And
Thank you.
This can be bust.
Do you want a cinnamon toast crunch rim for your drink?
Maybe we'll try that.
Oh, apple and berry. Yes, yeah. Right? I'm thinking blueberry. I've never done it.
Right. Try it.
Oh, apple crumble's good too, though. And Devin eats pumpkin year-round. I do too. I love pumpkin.
Yeah, we're going to make pumpkin soup, which is very easy and quite nutritious.
And the cat likes pumpkin, and it's okay for him. I love it. Yeah, us too, Eric. It's been quite mild here lately.
All things considered.
Yeah, like quite warm. Oh, okay. He just went ahead and rimmed his.
I did it.
He didn't make a big deal of it.
No, just went down. And as a matter of fact, however, that followed like 2 days where it got into the 20s overnight, so it killed our remaining pepper plants. Right now they'd be thriving, you know.
I had an acting job last Saturday, and it involved moving outdoors, and it was so cold. It was freezing. And then, of course, like the next day it went up to like 70 degrees.
Naturally.
But
as these things tend to do.
oh yeah,
So,
mild there too. Okay, mild in Gettysburg too.
This is half a Jack Rose. I have applied the cinnamon toast crunch
Amy,
taste rim.
I was young when I was Times Square on New Year's. I'm no longer young.
Around that same time, some of my roommates were going to Times Square, and they're like, "You want to come?" I'm like, "Nah." You know, that was the time to do it.
I'm not complaining either, Peter.
There was only one other time where it might have worked, and I didn't take advantage of that either.
Carol says, I love pies. Heard a comedian say cake is what you snuff your cigarette out in. Well, it's just more stuff. Bakers love cake because they get to be all creative and stuff, but
Pie
I feel like
pie.
people are just eating like pie. All right, so
Anyway,
you're just having more of your Jack Rose.
I am having the bubbly Jack Rose. All this is
72.
half a Jack Rose, topped with bubbles. There you go. Make a Jack Rose, split it between two people, topped with bubbles, and that's just a lovely Valentine's kind of thing. Huh. We're mixing holidays. But this is great to have while things happen over there. What is happening over there? Physics,
So,
kids! It's all about heat transfer.
I'm going
All you're doing is taking
Oh, you do.
ice and lowering the freezing point so it really forces the heat out of the bin that's got all the ice cream components. All we made was this sweet cream base, which is like really heavy cream, some milk, some sugar, and then your flavoring. And we did not add any vanilla or anything, but we did add, which is not a bad idea for almost anything. But you did add the pumpkin pie spice, and you threw it together. But the pie it's sweet enough on its own. You add a bunch of sugar, and then you throw it together. And then, like, the melting ice actually, like, causes a lot of heat to transfer out of that and gets it very, very cold. And because it's being agitated constantly, it doesn't turn into a rock. That's the overrun method of freezing. If you're ever wondering, is there another method of freezing? Make a fudgicle, and it just sits there. The quiescent method. There you go. Talk about your, like, ice cream
What you
novelties.
call it, to Laverne and Shirley.
You talk about your ice cream novelties 101. I just gave you the whole lesson. Boom. But we've made ice cream now for 25 years anyway. It's pretty easy. You can get an ice cream maker for not a lot of money and make the best ice cream you've ever had. So,
Okay, so I'm going to make a variation of the last one I did. And instead of using Applejack, I'm going to use tequila.
oh, hello. Fun. I struck with the Jack because I had a second drink.
I called the other one Thanksgiving 75. So I feel like I should call this one Thanksgiving 76.
76.
Okay. All right. So, all
76
right, back to the
turkeys led the big
comments.
parade. Boom.
Oh, dingbats.
Dingbats. Mud pie. Oh, yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Salad dressing.
The Continental. Oh, the Continental. You mean down on St. Mark's, Peter?
Oh,
Okay.
Continental Club.
Yeah.
I've certainly seen shows there in my day.
Ooh.
It's been a long time.
Oh, the Amish
Yep.
make a cake called salad dressing cake. I've heard of something similar to this.
Yep.
Okay, it's been warm in Tulsa. Yep. Okay, just catching up.
Just catching. In place of eggs. Well, it's interesting because
Yeah.
salad
I've heard
dressing
that.
itself is just oil, vinegar, spices. It's like these are things you might use in baking. So if that's already put together into an emulsion, away you go.
How much is this?
That's 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2.
I want to do 1 1/4 again, so I'm just gonna do.
1 and some. And
All
I
right.
have certainly heard of a salad dressing like an oily Italian style salad dressing, commercial off the shelf,
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
being used as a marinade.
Oh no, I was thinking
Because
of the.
that's all it is. If you want to marinate your pork ribs before or your chicken before you throw it on the grill, that's a great way to go.
Okay, so I'm making the drink I made before, but I'm substituting tequila. So, 1 1/4 ounces. Wait, I didn't do the 1/4 ounce.
Whoops!
1 1/4 ounces.
Don't forget the
tequila.
quarter; it won't be right.
I'm using Reposado tequila.
That's a good way to go. Of course, as we said.
I don't want to get too much.
Yeah. Just a
Believe
dash.
it or not, I don't want to get too much.
Believe it.
And then a
I do
third
believe
of an
it.
ounce
We're trying
apple
to-
liqueur.
We're trying to measure here. I've heard of people say casually, "You don't need to measure that." And I think, well, a Scotch and soda,
yeah,
you
you
kind of
do.
don't need to measure. You just pour in the amount of Scotch you want on top of the soda.
Okay.
Although, like a standard measure of about 2 ounces is a pretty good way to start. But if you're making a martini, you need to measure so that you get it right. Otherwise, it might not be a very good martini.
You can put this in. A
Yes, we did.
third of an ounce fresh lemon juice. 2 dashes cranberry bitters. And fill with my chilled Prosecco.
This rim is quite good, by the way.
Cinnadust rim.
Cinnamon
I look forward to trying
crunch
it.
Taste.
All right.
It's cinnamon sugar, by the way. It's not like there's anything. It's in the fridge, keeping cold.
Yeah.
You need it, apparently.
I do.
Okay. I'm just cleaning off the deck here
Stripping out the
because
side.
I've got all
You didn't
this
see that.
Cinnadust kicking around here. I'm going to go check on the ice cream because...
Oh, Bill says we still have our parents' ice cream maker from the 50s. I love it.
Oh, well, the one that you have to, like,
oh,
crank?
we love dingbats.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I would. Okay.
We actually, in the house when I was a kid, my mother had picked up an ice cream maker. That was the kind you crank.
Oh,
And
geez. She wasn't going to do that.
We never used it, but the thing is, the capacity of that thing
Okay.
was like 2 gallons of ice cream. You would put this huge amount of stuff in there, and then you had to use rock salt and the ice and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of a hassle, although it's the classic
Ooh.
maker. Well, this thing, smaller capacity, which is good. You don't need all that ice cream for 2 people. And it's electric. Boom. There you go.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust makes a decent cocktail rim.
You know, available on your grocery shelves right now. Should be.
Yep, we got it. It's in the spice section.
All right, be right back. I'm just checking
Ooh,
out.
Cinnamon
what's happening.
Toast Crunch Snickerdoodles. Yum. And it smells good, too. My drink smells good. How's it looking?
I really wish I could throw the camera on this, folks, because this is starting to seize up. It's actually starting to turn into cement, and you're like, oh wow, you know, it's really exciting to see that happen. And it's all
I'm excited.
It's all indirect heat transfer because you're not putting any of that like salty ice into your ice cream. It's on the outside of the can. It's a steel can because that transmits heat very well.
Kitty threw me out. I'm going to gain 10 pounds this holiday season. I already feel it coming.
You know, I know.
It's the holidays.
The reason that I won't is only because we've been doing like the home workouts for some 2 years now, and I will continue to do those.
I don't know.
And when I go to an office, I have to walk like 15 blocks to get there. New York City blocks.
Okay, see, that's... Okay.
Pounding the pavement, yeah, that's going to burn some.
They always say you can't outrun a bad diet, so you can't out-work out a bad diet.
This is, yeah, you know, the simple fact is that I will eat too much,
Yes.
and I will probably have too many of these on Thanksgiving because, hey, you start with a Manhattan and you want another.
Cinnamon does smell like fall, Eric. I agree.
It's the thing. It's the thing. Cinnamon, nutmeg,
Licking the rim off.
clove, allspice, all of these things are just screaming for those things. Now, in liqueurs, you have cinnamon syrup, which we use with frequency. You have, ginger. Ginger's the other thing. You have ginger syrup and you have ginger liqueur, which is excellent to use in so many things. You have falernum, which involves ginger and clove and lime. And you also have, what's the last thing I'm thinking of here? Pimento liqueur. Pimento in this case is not, it's not the olives, it's the allspice berry. It's a Jamaican idea. Make a liqueur out of allspice. That is the secret ingredient in a navy grog. So we will make one of those in a subsequent episode. For the meantime, I'm listening to that. That's really starting to come together. You can hear the tone of that change. I've done this a few times.
I know.
I want to check on it again to make sure it's okay.
Hold on. Don't go away yet.
I'm sorry. I went away.
You went away while I was typing. I don't want to leave you alone. All right.
Wow, this is really going.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're going to have ice cream soon.
Here we go.
Woohoo!
What do we need?
Salt. Okay, salt also lowers the melting point of water. Yes, it also elevates the boiling point. So ice and salt may be used at 30 degrees Fahrenheit instead of 32 Fahrenheit. Okay.
What do you need?
No, I didn't want you to go away because I was typing.
Oh.
But I'm done typing.
I'm
so
done typing, so.
you can go.
You can stay away.
You can be gone.
No, be gone.
See you later.
Boom. It's the thing. So look, making ice cream, like making beer, not a tremendous amount of skill if you get a kit to do it with. Ice cream doesn't need a kit, you just need a maker and a good recipe book. The Ben & Jerry's base is simple, good, and basically works every time. Literally the first time I ever used this was in an apartment in Brooklyn, and it worked like, wow, that was just awesome. And people tried it and said, this is the best ice cream I've ever had. Well, you know, this can't be better than a premium brand of ice cream out there, because it's no different. But it could be the equal of such things. And the fact that it opens up your palate to whatever the hell you want to do about the ice cream. Suppose there's a flavor you don't find on the shelf. Anybody ever find a flavor?
Well, Devin was saying garlic ice cream is really good. I never would have tried that, but
no
like now that you've said that, I'm going to.
There's no way I would have thought of that. And now that you're talking about that, I'm like,
now that
okay.
She said it, I'm going to. Oh, okay, so
keep the vampires away.
I got to read this comment.
Yeah.
Eric says, there was a time in my life when my dad, I guess you could say, caught the Bob Ross bug.
Oh, man.
We would spend a lot of weekends in craft stores to get paid, and I always caught the cinnamon smell.
Yeah.
Yes, because I know that the craft stores now, up at the front, they keep these bags of, like... Pine cones, but I don't know how they get them to smell like cinnamon, but it is so strong.
Hint, it's the fake cinnamon flavor.
Uh-oh.
That is actually about to
seize
seizing
up. Dang, I wish we could show this. It is just totally seizing up. That motor is so unhappy. It's doing the twist. Oh, I want to try it. Oh, Devin, yes. Since you recommended, I'm all about trying it. Ew. Oh, so ready to give up your flip-flops. I know. I know. It's, you know, I had thought like, oh, I should just wear flip-flops tonight. And happily, I got a little bit of a chill, so I didn't need to do that, but yeah. Wait. SpongeBob Ross paint pants, Elizabeth. Someone has to have done that, and if they haven't, they need to now. Another robot chicken skit, exactly. If that hasn't been done, it needs to be done. So how are we doing? You can't hear me over the motor. How are we doing?
Almost there.
Almost there. Bring some spoons. We gotta try it. Actually, we got bar spoons. Never mind. Don't bring any more spoons. We got spoons galore. Alright. I'm excited to try it. Oh, mayonnaise cake. Okay. There's also the tomato soup cake. Has anyone made the tomato soup cake? I have not, but I'm so curious. Actually, we went to a mid-century potluck in New York City, and someone made the tomato soup cake, and you do not taste the tomato soup. Sometime we should just make a video of this ice cream maker working, because it is so loud. Oh, Birkenstocks with socks. Kalaka Boy, do you have ice cream cones? We do not. We did not plan that well. We totally should have. Pluck, pluck. The suspense is killing me. His head is like in the thing. Dang, I wish we could have done this on camera. We need to get an ice cream maker that's not so loud. Alright. Whatever. The ice cream maker's in the kitchen. There's an entire room between me and the ice cream maker, and it is still that loud. I had originally set it up to do it right here, and I was like, there's no way. People will be like clicking away left and right because it's just so loud. Anyway. Suspense is killing me. Well, I feel like cluck cluck comes before pluck pluck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm responding to YouTube comments. What's up? Oh, he's about to unplug it. There's no on-off button, by the way. You just plug it in and it goes. I learned that today the hard way. He's about to unplug it. I'm ready. You unplugging? He's giving me the 1 minute signal. It just sounds like something's dying. We should have just done it here. Oh, it's unplugged. He unplugged it. All right, I'm getting the spoons ready. All right, let's try ice cream. Yes, Peter, we're going to do ice cream cocktails, assuming the ice cream came out. Did the ice cream come out?
Oh, yeah.
He says, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, we're going to do ice cream cocktails then. Ooh, asparagus ice cream. Oh, okay. Is that, well, if they keep running out, it must be good.
If it works, it works.
Exactly. You sounded like a Yoko Ono performance piece. You're welcome. Anyway. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Give me a call.
I have a spoon for you.
Here
it comes.
I would not normally.
I'm moving your glass.
Thank you. I would not normally show this much mechanism. This is a rival ice cream maker from the year a long time ago. It's still sitting in
from the year a long time ago.
Still sitting in the salty ice bath, because it's going to keep this very cold. You need to do a lot of stuff with this, but first you need to actually try it. So it has made ice cream. Check that out. In the time that we've been talking, which has been all of about 23 minutes, this is soft serve. Oh, that is so good.
That is so good.
That is so good. It's more possible these days to get pumpkin ice cream. Back in the day, you kind of had to make it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really good.
I haven't made that in a long time. It's so easy and so tasty. All right, folks. Let's take this away.
I was saying, you want to put it in the freezer for a minute or two?
Wouldn't mind that.
And then we'll...
Would you like another spoon?
Yeah, maybe I do.
Maybe you do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's just us, so I'm double dipping.
Mm-hmm.
If I could have you here, I would pass it around.
With separate spoons for every bite.
Of course.
All right. Super happy that worked. Oh, Lisa makes amazing homemade ice cream. I would love to hear some of your flavors, Lisa. Which ones do you do? We've only done the ones from the Ben & Jerry's book. Actually, no, that's a lie. During the lockdown, I did one that I don't even think we ate. It was like, how to make ice cream at home when you can't go to the store. And it was just basically mashing up bananas and putting them in the freezer, which of course turned black. It was not the most appetizing looking thing in the world. Did we ever eat that frozen banana mush?
We did.
Oh, we ate it apparently. Did we enjoy it?
It was all right.
He says it was all right. It's the only other ice cream I've ever made. Ice cream in quotes. So, are you gonna put that in the freezer, or do we need to? He keeps saying yeah. I want to definitely do the ice cream drinks. I should have brought some rum over. We've got brandy, which will be good. Tequila, bourbon, which might also be amazing.
Bourbon or ice cream? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you two agrees. I want to know what you make, Lisa. Like, we need ice cream ideas. We don't eat tons of ice cream around here, but maybe we will now. When we first got the book, we were making a lot of ice cream, and then, I don't know, there's only so much counter space for various appliances, and ice cream maker kind of went away, but it's made a return. Oh, frozen banana would totally pair well with peanut butter. Oh, good holiday party bar snacks. Okay. Yes. I like to go, for my holiday parties, I like to go classic. You could do well, are you looking for like appetizers or just little tidbits? A nut mix is always great. Like a flavored, you put it in the oven and put spices on it. That's always classic. Pigs in blankets, which, as my friends have shown, can just totally be vegan. Oh, a cheese ball. Again, could be vegan if that's what you do. Yeah, I like hearty things for a holiday party. Oh, a candy nut mix. Yes, perfect. That's so perfect. What? Oh, she makes vanilla, but adds some of our blackberries. That sounds delicious.
Blackberry vanilla sounds lovely.
Okay, wait. Eric says, I have to remember one of these days to remove the Windex bottle away from this nearby window because at night an occasional car light would hit it, and I think I'm being invaded. No. Yeah, move that away. You don't need to feel like you're being invaded. You've got enough on your mind. What else do you think? I'm thinking definitely a cheese ball. That's so classic.
Like for holidays?
Yeah, like a holiday party, appetizer. Cheese puffs.
Cheese straws.
Cheese straws. Basically anything with cheese.
A lot of cheese going on here, yes. A product which I have seen in the stores every year for years, and it's simply called, and I don't know exactly what's in there, but I kind of imagine it's a mixture of nut meats and sugar and salt.
You
and
said
spices.
Nut meats. You
I
said
did.
nut meats.
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact. And it's simply called Holiday Nut Crunch. And I remember the first year I saw that, I took a picture and sent that around, and it had a lot of people saying, yeah, I experience a Holiday Nut Crunch every year. And there we go. There's your Facebook jail again. But it's true. The simple fact is.
Oh, charcuterie board. Yes, that's very on trend.
That's a thing, or like tapas or something. But the charcuterie board.
Oh, pot stickers. Yes, Peter.
Like
that's
a little
perfect.
hard sausage and some cheese and maybe some olives. All these preserved things. Awfully salty, but still good. So.
Yes, definitely a charcuterie board and also pot stickers. These are amazing ideas.
Making some room. I am out of thing, so I'm going to refill with little bubbles.
Out of thing.
Out of thing. Oh, thingy.
I love pot stickers.
Pot stickers are great.
So good.
And you could go to a lot of effort to make them, or you could go to your local, say, Chinese food market, or you could just go to Trader Joe's and probably find some great pot stickers.
Eric says, I swear I create my own psychedelic experiences without taking anything. Well, that is the skill you want to have. Mm-hmm. So,
anyway.
Ice cream drinks.
The brandy, please.
I can.
I'm just taking little bubbles and dosing it up a little. Add a little bit of the lemon juice. Splash of brandy.
Wow, that was just a splash.
Yep, just a bit. You could do the proportions.
I'm holding this from the bottom because it is really heavy.
Pretty heavy. You could do that in a more measured fashion and make a French 75, and it's a wonderful thing.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Lawrence,
wonderful.
well, wonderful. Oh, file your way out.
Yeah, put it in the cake.
So.
That's what you do with a cake.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
As opposed to a pie.
So the ice cream drinks.
So, the ice cream drinks.
What would we like to use as our base spirit?
You have a
I'm sure it will be very base. What is the most base spirit we have here?
There are things...
I have an idea of it.
I will tell you, the standard base for one of these ice cream drinks, particularly if you're at a beach bar and it's really hot and there are like 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream, is vodka. Because it's booze without a lot of character. But you know what? It's the fall, and in the Northeast, that's brown goods season. And by that, I mean your whiskey, your brandies, your rye, your bourbon is what I was thinking. Bourbon, rye, brandy, tequila even, frankly. Applejack. These are the things that you want to be thinking about because it's a little heartier.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am. I'm on both teams. I'm on both teams. I love mashed potatoes, and I also love sweet potatoes. I love the sweet potatoes that I do, which they don't have the marshmallows. Yep. They have pineapple in them.
It's actually
so good.
A really good sub. I'm not that fond of the marshmallows. If you like them, well, okay. But I would say try the pineapple.
Amy's saying, did anyone try the Trader Joe's banana pudding ice cream?
Oh, wow.
I did not. I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a while, but yeah, it sounds amazing.
Happen to like banana pudding. It's just a fabulous formula from back in the day that people have made forever. Always better when it's 2 days old. Okay. So if you make that as an ice cream, that's a fine idea. And then, of course, there is banana ice cream with chocolate chips and nuts, which, of course, is Ben & Jerry's, Back to the Big Chunky Monkey, which that's just something I could eat a whole pint of. So it's a bit dangerous.
So what did you say for booze?
For boozes, I said stick with the brown goods. Bourbon.
Yes.
Rye. Brandy.
But you didn't come down on the side. That's a really wide field.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to go do what people usually do with the ice cream drinks and just throw
Devin tried it.
I'm not going to do what people normally do with the ice cream drinks and throw in a shot of vodka. Because that's easy, but so what? I mean, that's just generic. You could throw in something with a little more flavor. I think that bourbon will play very nicely with some things. And I think will play nicely with the ice cream we just made. So, let's give that a whirl.
I love that. Okay, so yeah, Devin tried it. So good.
Oh,
all right. Gettysburg Ma'am. Yeah, it doesn't use marshmallows either. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Lisa loves mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes too.
Mashed potatoes.
Ew.
Yeah. Well,
it's so good.
You know, mashed can be used for so many things. And like, you know, if you wanted to make that into a full meal by using other ingredients, then you could get some ground up whatever you got. Might be turkey,
ground
might
up
be beef,
whatever you got.
Might be lamb, whatever, and like put that into a pie with some onions and spices on top of the mash, and there you go, shepherd's pie.
Favorite mashed potato topping. Okay, Eric is saying on YouTube, for those of you on Facebook, poll, favorite mashed potato topping. Ooh. Amy says we add maple syrup to our
Maple.
sweet potatoes. Ooh, that sounds
an excellent
good.
idea. Excellent idea.
That sounds really good.
Sweets will very traditionally have some brown sugar, sure.
Oh, potato cakes, so good.
But you could just as easily use some molasses and a maple. You got some good fresh maple going on. Oh, that's the killer app right there.
I gotta say,
great ingredient in a
I
drink
love
like
my
what I just made, by the
starches.
way. Mm-hmm.
Lisa says I love my starches. Cheese, yes, I'm with Errol. I'm on team cheese. You really can rarely go wrong with cheese. I'm not going to say you could never go wrong with cheese, but you can rarely go wrong with cheese.
I will say that given a choice at a restaurant between like the fries, the mash, and the baked, like with the steak, I'm going with the baked, so that's a whole different beast. But if I get the mash,
I would go for mashed.
I'd go for gravy. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of a pat of butter on top because you're supposed to have already mixed that in. I don't need all that sour cream.
Cheddar, cheese, chives, butter, yes.
But
shepherd's pie, yes.
I'll go for if you make the gravy from the drippings and all that. Yeah, drippings and the broth. Now you're talking something I'll throw in mashed potatoes. So
potato cakes, yeah. Okay, so we do.
Oh yeah.
We've done potato pancakes, but we've done the shreds. Yeah.
And you can do like
mashed potato
really,
cakes.
really fine shreds, or you can do like coarser shreds. I think there's a sort of aesthetic to that. It all works. It's just a little like bit of potatoes fried up in oil. It's awfully good.
Pangalactic gargle blasters on me, Elizabeth says. Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for buying, because apparently the first person who buys that collapses. So we all have to enjoy it, I'm just telling you. I grew up eating potato pancakes, and you know what? It's in this country. It's actually frequently associated with Jewish holidays, and there's a very specific reason for that, and they're awfully good. But there's actually many occasions where you might have them, and it doesn't have that significance, and they're still good, awfully good. Latkes are awesome.
Right.
So
I'll have latkes over the Jewish holidays. Huh?
I'm
good with that.
And you don't actually celebrate those Jewish holidays. You'll just have the latkes.
Well, I'm not Jewish, but
okay. But there you go.
But
so,
I will eat potato pancakes.
I like the potato pancakes. The food is good. You know. End of the day.
Oh, and the Pioneer Lady's potatoes. Oh yeah. So I have all these holiday movies that I have to watch.
You know,
if I don't watch them, it's just not going to sit right with me.
Well,
the whole season will not sit right.
You got to start the booty up right. So.
But one of the things that I now have to watch is that when they redid the Brady Bunch house on HGTV, and they did a whole episode where they did it for Christmas, and the Pioneer woman was on there, and she made like a few dishes. And I'm like, I've been thinking about that episode for a week now. I'm like, okay, I think tomorrow I need to watch it. And I want to try her Jell-O mold that she made. She made the weird Jell-O mold that I want to do. So get ready, family. I want to make a weird Jell-O mold.
I'm going to sock it to you. You know,
ooh, mashed potatoes with a dash of hot sauce. Yes, hot sauce.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Peter, you're correct.
Well, we will frequently put a hot powder on top of the fries. And we will frequently make a dip that is not a remoulade, but more of like a hot mayo to go with fries. I do that a lot.
Ooh, Eric, that sounds amazing. Says one of these days I want to make these baked potatoes where you bake them a bit, then later stuff it with cheese, then refill it and bake the rest of the way.
Oh, twice baked potatoes.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. No. Like, well, twice baked, don't you cut them in half? And
yeah, you have to cut them in half to get all the stuff out of there.
I guess you would have to do that there too. Yeah, I'm just thinking
that makes
like
sense.
If you like sucked out some of the center with a food vacuum.
Wait, food vacuum?
Which I will be inventing.
In 5 minutes. So
and I'll be a millionaire, so you're welcome. But
the food vacuum, yes.
No, I'm thinking of food vacuum. You can keep your potato intact and suck out the potato guts, and then you can use them for mashed potatoes. Never mind.
Well, there you go. So, folks.
Never mind.
You're going to need another thing in about 30 seconds. So why don't we get you the appropriate container?
Oh, okay. Oh, Gettysburg, ma'am. I love a list like this. Thank you. Okay. Holiday movies I must watch. A Christmas Story? Yes. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Hello.
Yes.
Vacay.
Smoky Mountain Christmas. I've never seen before.
Okay.
Journey Back to Christmas. I've also never seen.
There you go.
The Homecoming. The Waltons.
Jeez, haven't seen that in like 25 years. Long time.
I'm up for all of it. So, holiday movies I have to see. I was thinking, by the way, with the pumpkin ice cream, I was originally thinking dark rum, but then I was thinking spiced rum.
Well, we have such things. The Kraken beckons.
Yeah, the Kraken.
Well,
Get it.
What shaped glass would you like?
I think we need to do a frozen glass.
Like
in the freezer behind you.
Oh, I was thinking of a hurricane myself. But if you want a frozen glass, then we'll just wait on that and get the glass at the time.
That's a lot of. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh,
right.
Elf! Believe it or not, I've never seen Elf. Okay, so.
All right.
My list grows every year, but potato vampire. Okay, yes, have to watch. Okay, it's not the holiday season until I see Christmas Vacation. So definitely Christmas Vacation. Definitely Christmas Story. Miracle on 34th Street. Gotta see. It's a Wonderful Life. Gotta see. Christmas in Connecticut, the original, not the remake. The original with Barbara Stanwyck. Lately, I have added a Bad Moms Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie so much. Christmas with the Cranks. And last year for a writing class, Elizabeth, you totally scooped me. Last year for a writing class, I had to watch Home Alone, which I had not seen since it came out in the theater. And I watched that movie. I was like, this is so good. I'm going to buy it this year. That movie is so good. Oh, and okay, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yes, I bought that because it's a Thanksgiving movie. And yes, Desk Set, which is Thanksgiving and Christmas. And also Miracle on 34th Street is Thanksgiving and Christmas. So White Christmas, yes, love it. Yes. Oh, so good. I love all of these. I love a Christmas movie, as you can tell. It's a Wonderful Life.
True,
yes. Yes, Devin. Christmas Story 2. I don't know what to think. We'll find out. Oh, Peter's favorite is Charlie Brown Special. That always makes me cry. Scrooge, yes. Oh, One December Night. Oh, Mom, thank you. You can catch an ambient view of me on One December Night on the Hallmark Channel. Elf. Oh, I also have to watch A Diva's Christmas Carol with Vanessa Williams.
That's sort of a contemporary classic. And
yeah.
I remember we like taped that off of MTV or VH1 some
Holiday
20 years ago. And that was our only source of that for a long time. And then finally, it's like, you need to replace your VHS tape. So we got the DVD. And you know what? It weathers well. It really works. The ensemble cast in that is actually very good.
Bad Santa's good.
So,
I love Bad Santa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like not safe for work. Let's just say that. But well done. Well done.
Yeah, I will be watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles within the next 3 days. And Desk Set.
So you need what? You got the Kraken?
Did Glendora pass out candy? Yes, she did. She passed out full-size candy bars.
That's why people keep coming to her house.
Exactly.
The kids are like, we love your house. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
So, yep. What do you need for what you're making?
We need the blender.
Okay. So here's the blender part.
Is it plugged in?
You plugged it in.
I didn't plug the blender in. I guess it's plugged in.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
You got Kraken. The Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Okay, so.
Big fun. We've made ice cream on this episode and we're still going strong.
I need something with which, in the dishwasher.
I'll be right back.
There are clean measuring implements. In the meantime, we'll just hang out. And then I'm going to need the ice cream.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make 2 or do you want me to make 1?
Make 1.
Ooh, he wants something else. I guess you don't want my ice cream drink.
I will try it. It was really good. I'll have one later.
Don't knock yourself out. Okay. I'm going to do an ounce and a half.
Oh, okay. That is the ounce and a half.
Because life is short.
Ounce and a quarter.
Right.
Life is short. Drink good drinks and eat good foods today.
I splashed on the computer, though.
Whoops.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yep.
It's not on the keyboard, though. That's the good news. Okay. 1.5 ounces Kraken spiced rum. Now I need the ice cream.
Anything else that goes in there?
No.
How much ice cream?
A scoop.
A scoop. Okay.
I don't want to get ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Mistletoe or missing toe. Hi, Dean. Oh, Grinch. The Grinch is amazing too. Yes. Did anyone take pictures of Glendora passing out candy? I feel like they could be had. Okay, so.
There we go. Fairly generous scoop.
A generous scoop of pumpkin ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I can't believe you don't want one of these. What's wrong with you?
Make it just one.
All right. Here we go. He wants to make something of his own.
You can try something.
All right.
Yes.
So the ice cream is still fairly soft serve, but...
Ice cream drinks. Usually they're pretty horrible, but I gotta tell you, the color on this one is nice.
And it fills the glass perfectly.
Hello.
All right. Uh-oh. I dripped a little on the bar.
Cribbage. And we'll trade you.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what we think. There's no way this couldn't be amazing.
Ice cream and the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty simple. Sounds pretty good.
All right.
I'm not going to call this a cocktail because it does not have bitters.
No, it's a...
But it's a very nice little up drink. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Oh, Wizard of Oz. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yep, I heard that.
I know. I was thinking of it as Easter, too. I feel like in LA they showed it at Easter. Oh, Peter says in the NYC area, the Friday after Thanksgiving, they would show Godzilla versus King Kong. Well, you do. You start to associate these things with the holidays. Oh, Imitation of Life. Oh, I love the 30s version. Yes. Where Sarah Jane, she was Piola in that one. Yes. Oh, and where have I been? The Thin Man. The first Thin Man movie is a Christmas movie, and the sequel is a New Year's movie.
Hello.
So, The Thin Man, for sure. It's time to break it out.
Because presumably, after the first Thin Man completes, they have to get back to the coast. And it's time for New Year's.
Yes. Yeah, The Thin Man. I feel like Wizard of Oz was always Easter in LA to the point where I thought it had something to do with Easter. But there was like The Little Princess. That was also a big holiday movie with Shirley Temple. This worked great. So, in your blender, 1.5 ounces of Kraken spiced rum and a scoop of pumpkin ice cream. Ah! Love it. Oh, he's doing a hurricane glass. He's going big.
I'll go home.
He's going big. Oh, Lisa's been watching the Thin Man movies. Oh,
After
I can't say enough.
heart.
I love the Thin Man movies so much.
So this is indeed.
Oh, the holiday variety shows are the best.
Please.
Yes.
Start with the King family, then move on to the Bing family. And then you could do a lot of, and dig into YouTube for this. You can do a lot of Hollywood Palace for this kind of stuff. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a huge vein. And then, of course, like the king of all these things was Ed Sullivan. Wow, there's just a ton of stuff.
We have the DVD of Merry Christmas with Frank and Bing.
That's pretty great.
So
Special
great.
they did in 1957, I think.
We first saw that at the Museum of Television and Radio,
When it was
and then they put it out on
brought
DVD.
out.
Yes.
Too. Because when I was first broadcast, I'm not entirely sure it was broadcast in color. It was shot in color. I think they knew full well that color TV was coming pretty soon thereafter.
Oh, we have a DVD of Andy Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And also Dean Martin.
Andy did a Christmas show for
Yes.
years. And,
But the King
of course,
family.
Yeah.
If you pick up the King family Christmas, there's a DVD that has like that one and like other stuff on it.
What can I tell you?
It's incredible.
All right. I could do a lot of elaborate things, but let's keep this simple, folks. I'm going to actually use the same blender because this isn't going to make any difference whatsoever of flavor.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I am going to do... I was thinking about all these... Thinking about it.
Are you choking?
No, I'm not. But you know what? I am going to change it up. I'm going to go with bourbon. So, let's go.
I assume you don't want the 101 proof.
No, I will go with the one that's right there to your right. Going with this shot of bourbon. That's 1.5 ounces.
Shot of bourbon.
Shot of bourbon. Okay.
So,
this is an ice cream drink, so it's not going to be one of those sour things because it's going to curdle the milk, okay?
no.
I'm going to take the rest of this cinnamon toast powder and just toss it in because
We'll call that
there.
a teaspoon.
Yeah, that's about right. And just for flavor. And
I'm so fascinated by what he's doing. Ooh, this is going to be good.
this is going to be
Mine
good.
is so basic compared to his.
Yours is so good and simple. And good and simple is a great way to go. 1/2 ounce of the Fratello hazelnut liqueur. Oh, this is very nice. If you have another hazelnut, I'm sure it will work just fine. So far, it's bourbon and hazelnut, and some spices and some dregs from the last ice cream drink. And I could show this on
Should I put
camera.
dregs from previous drink as an ingredient?
No, because this is getting a couple of scoops of ice cream. I'm going to give 2 scoops of ice cream into this. So
Ew.
I could do that on camera, or I could just do it over there and come over and take care of the business. I think I'll just take care of business. So.
I need to add the ice cream recipe to this. Eric says, I can see Glendora playing poker with the kids using Halloween candy. I can too. They need to learn. They need to learn about life. And yes, it's time to watch all of these things again. I'm so excited. Hi, Roberta. Good to see you. Yay. So there's some new stuff coming out. They're not holiday films, but, well, no. Spirited with Ryan Reynolds. My brother-in-law has sent us the trailer. That's dropping November 18th on Apple TV. So if you have Apple TV, that one looked fun.
Shot of bourbon, 1/2 ounce of the hazelnut liqueur, 2 scoops of your pumpkin ice cream, freshly made. If you happen to have a pumpkin ice cream that somebody made locally from your local creamery, then go to town and
if you don't, maybe the pumpkin ice cream will work.
Give it a buzz, just like Trader Vic, and pour into your glass.
They're like half filled then.
I know. You probably want to put some ice in there to bulk it up.
No.
But I just decided to do this.
You don't want to put ice into a creamy drink. Yuck.
We have that all the time. It's called a bushwhacker. I will take a straw, please. And there we go. Your hurricane glass is good. You need to do something to make this larger. Probably double it, which means it's a lot of calories. But right now, it's just a couple scoops of ice
It's like
cream.
a meal replacement shake.
A shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and a sensible dinner.
Has Glendora found a new beau for the holiday season? Not yet, Peter.
Give that a whirl. Bourbon, a good idea
You'd
here.
think she would, but...
Oh, she tries. I know. It's so hard. L'amour.
Everyone keeps calling her a witch.
Interesting. I wouldn't do that, but she might have special powers, you know.
That's really good.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Bourbon with pumpkin ice cream, good combination. If you wanted to throw some maple flavor in there instead of the hazelnut flavor, that's a good idea.
I have maple syrup over here that I brought over that we didn't even use tonight. So many good holiday movies. Did I mention Christmas with the Cranks? Because that has become one of my must-watches.
That's really in the top 10, easily. And it's well done. Good ensemble cast.
The alcohol will lower the freezing point, so it may be naturally runny.
The fact is that as soon as you put the booze into the ice cream, it starts melting out.
Yep.
And then you're just talking a drink with a lot of cream and milk. You can't put any sour in there. It's going to curdle terribly. So this is one of these like big up drinks and whatnot. But the ice cream business does make this a nice frozen drink to start with. We very seldom do these ice cream drinks on air. You notice that we made the ice cream. That makes a big
Although,
difference.
Gettysburg Ma'am, your timing could not be better. She says, I'm ready to make some eggnog. We need to do an eggnog video.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I'm thinking so, too.
Eggnog, if you take a look at, one of the cocktail books we have is the Esquire Drinks book. I believe that dates from about 1950. And they've got something like 12 different recipes for eggnog. Which are
Well, if it has to be done, it has to be done.
This is the traditional eggnog and blah, blah, blah. And this is the only way to make it.
All right, we got
And
one
this
vote
is how
for
they
it.
do this in Virginia. This is how they do this in Maine. This is how they do this in Baltimore. I'm like, they kind of all look alike. It's a lot of eggs, a lot of cream, and a lot of booze.
We have done it.
It's a hearty drink.
We have done it, and it's really good.
The equivalent of what I'm drinking right
I'm
now.
thinking maybe we need to pit different eggnog recipes against each other.
We actually have a formula.
We'll do it for science.
A formula for a single-sized eggnog, which you can make, which is very good. And you could alter it if you're like, well, I want to cut down on this or that. You have to use an egg. You know, there's no way around that. If you're like, well, my doctor says I got to cut down on the egg yolks.
Could you do like an egg white?
You can do an egg white.
See?
That would work.
Okay.
Because it's an emulsifier.
Or maybe 2 egg whites instead of
Two egg whites, hold the change. Throw in a little bit of vanilla. It's not a bad idea at all. The spices get grated on top, of course. And then your milk and your cream. It's a really, really simple thing.
The ultimate eggnog challenge.
Shake the hell out of it, and you've got a drink. It's probably something about as hearty as what I'm drinking right now.
I feel like the ultimate eggnog challenge should maybe happen on like a weekend. Oh, okay. Dean says, how about a future show for us lactose intolerant? That could totally be part of the eggnog challenge.
Okay. You know, I was recently in the supermarket and realized that their entire dairy product section was totally decimated. I think there were some, we've heard this term a lot in the past few years, supply line problems. So suddenly they didn't have milk. But you know what they did have was a huge quantity of all of the alternate milks, including the lactose-reduced milk.
Yeah.
Now, there's all sorts of products on the market that will which are either pre-made to reduce the lactose in milk, or that you can add to reduce the lactose in milk. And I was thinking, you could make all sorts of dairy things with the lactate stuff that will not give you trouble. So that's to be borne in mind. There are alternatives these days. And if you think, well, I just want to avoid, like, standard milk entirely, choose your nut milk. These days, it's all about oats, but we've been using almond milk for a long time. Coconut milk for a long time. It works really well.
We use almond milk for most things, to be honest.
Yeah, it keeps longer. So
Errol says, outstanding on the homemade ice cream. We love making our own stuff every time we can, be it beer, sauerkraut, cheese, etc. I love that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You make cheese?
You make sauerkraut?
Oh my gosh. I bow down to you if you make cheese, because I love cheese.
I'm sure the formula for sauerkraut is simple, but
Coquito.
Still.
Yes, we've made that too.
Oh, coquito.
Coquito. Yes, we've made that too. It's so good.
Made with all of the canned milk, because it keeps better in the tropics. So that's a very important thing. And it's a big thing. We're in New York State, which has a substantial...
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says, okay, yes. Gettysburg Ma'am says, everyone submit their favorite eggnog recipe in the VIP lounge, and Kelly and Paul can make them during a live. Yes. I love it.
Give it a try.
Yes.
Give it a try.
We did do a Tom and Jerry. We have done Tom and Jerry. Yes,
we have.
Yes, coquito is so good. I remember we made that. We were giving it out to people as gifts.
It's good.
It is really good.
I'm sure that we give some to our neighbors who actually are from Mexico. Yep. And they do different things there, which are awfully similar. Yeah, there's all sorts of things to do. There's like like rice milk drinks that happen. Yep. Which are fantastic. Horchata. And there's fantastic things on the holiday. All sorts of things. We celebrate them all. It's all good. I think there are eggnogs around the world, and eggnog, of course, is traditional.
That sounds like a Sue Ann Nivens episode.
There's eggnogs around the world. Boom, wear a different hat. But eggnog, of course, is traditional around Christmas and Easter. You never think about it around Easter, but that's actually a good idea.
Well, we have a book, a vintage drinks guide, that says eggnog is traditionally served at Christmas, New Year's, and Easter. Like, I don't know a single person who serves eggnog at Easter, but I'm here for it.
Restart a tradition.
The eggnog flog.
That's a good idea. And the Tom and Jerry is a bit of a different beast, but ultimately it's just prepared slightly differently. That's all. It's still an eggnog at the end of the day. It's awfully good. I remember we were at somebody's place where there were like 5 different eggnogs, and one of them had 151. I'm like, whoo! Knock you on your keister eggnog. But a standard heavy cream milk-based thing with eggs and booze and a little bit of grid nutmeg on top. If it's about like 25 degrees outside, you're going to want that.
Lisa makes almond milk. Lisa, I am so impressed.
Oh, wow.
Calaca Boys says, speaking of Mexico, today is Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a special drink to celebrate? We could.
Tequila drinks are sort of indicated.
Oh, I just got a really good idea.
Oh, that's so good.
All right. I was planning to go vote tomorrow.
So you better have a drink now.
So,
Just saying, this season has really been hammering us with all of the flyers in the mailbox.
God,
I'm ready for that stuff to stop.
Anyway,
it's
my
not
point
going to convince anybody. Just saying.
I do need to wake up in the morning. But, all right. I'm inspired.
Mm-hmm. Well, inspiration is the half of it, after all.
I'm thinking, could you take this down, please?
I would be glad to take dictation.
1.5 ounces of Reposado tequila. No, that's... Here, let me get you a new text box.
I can get her a text box.
All right.
Not a big deal.
No, you can just hit that. What have you done?
I have no idea.
Hold on.
Got to go back, apparently. I
There you go.
I don't prepare these every week, folks.
All right. 1.5 ounces reposado tequila. Anyway.
I'm typing. Don't worry about it.
I'm thinking this is going to sound weird. Okay, I definitely want to do some maple syrup. Pure maple syrup, not Mrs. Butterworth.
How much?
1/4 ounce. 1/4 ounce pure maple syrup. And, pardon me.
Pardon me while I tip, folks.
3 dashes orange bitters. And ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. This will also be a bubbly drink. But,
Oh, well, we have bubbles,
Yeah.
so there you go.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Got the bonus bit.
I will take a glass if you don't mind.
What kind of glass?
A cocktail glass. Thank you. Strain into a cocktail glass.
And there we go.
Oh man. That was bigger than I thought.
Well, okay
What
then.
happened to the bubbles? I need the bubbles.
They're right here. I think you need to take a draft of that first, though.
You may be right.
Make room for bubbles.
It's already good.
Mm-hmm.
It's already good.
Let's
I think
improve
it's that je ne sais quoi. That a splash of Prosecco can provide. So much drama.
I'm bizarrely getting some sort of banana component to this. There are no bananas in this. Strange,
All right,
but true.
now let's try it.
Give it a whirl.
Oh yeah. It needs a name. Kalakaboy, would you like to name it? It's a name.
Ooh, that's really nice. That's a really good sour.
Oh my gosh.
After
Okay,
all
so
of these ice cream drinks and
I'm
such.
missing so much conversation here,
Mm.
but yes, Kalakaboy, if you want to name it, please do.
Go to town.
It's so good. Oh, good night, Gettysburg, ma'am.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, Roberta
Awesome.
says, was at the Charles Schultz Museum Theater for the 40th anniversary of a Charlie Brown Christmas. Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh, that sounds great. Oh, that sounds so special. I would love to do that.
You met Bill Melendez? Wow. Oh, the producer of the original
Nice.
special.
Oh my
The
gosh.
original special was produced in 1965, and the network was a little,
Oh, okay. What
little
does it taste
jittery about the whole religious aspect of the thing. Well, guess what? It worked.
What does it taste like to you? It tastes like an autumn margarita, an effervescent autumn margarita.
A little bit of fire in there. No hot stuff.
There's
It just
no hot stuff.
got a little fire. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Interesting.
I don't either.
Mhm.
you?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It's really good.
Oh, it's an awful
I'm glad
thing.
you've inspired me to make it.
Yes. So, yeah, that's a good thing. And that's actually a good sour.
The marigold. I love it. It's the marigold.
Marigold. All right. Good enough.
You named it.
Good enough. There's a lot of different things that we could have made. And so far, we've made some great bubbly drinks, some good sours, and in between some ice cream drinks. Big and sweet ice cream. Fresh ice cream is extremely hard to beat.
So good.
You make it, it's soft serve, you can throw it in your drinks, you're done. You don't even really have to blend it that much. A good shake will do. You could probably
Now, I like the marigold. We named it. That's perfect.
Stir. Yep. And I will say that you could get pumpkin ice cream from a number of sources these days, and it's probably very good if you make it yourself. And the Ben & Jerry's book, which we referred to earlier, says use the canned pumpkin. A lot easier.
They said they tried to do it with fresh pumpkin one year, and it was a disaster.
Bloody mess is is the actual term they used. So don't do that. You can like scrape all the pumpkins you want, but it's not going to make it any better. Leave it to the factory to give you canned pumpkin.
Don't scrape pumpkins if you don't have to.
No. Pumpkin seeds, that's one thing.
I love pumpkin seeds.
You want to go roast pumpkin seeds and salt them? Wow, that's good. But
we have pumpkin seeds over here right now. I kind of want a few.
Well, they're ready for you.
Later. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything to dispense them into. But
could do.
After this, I will.
But pumpkin ice cream used to be a little unusual. You kind of had to make it yourself, and it was so good when you made it. I like the unusual flavors. We have certainly done green tea ice cream, which is very good. And these days, not that hard to make. You can get the green tea powder, the matcha, at your Trader Joe's. You can get it sometimes at your supermarket.
At your Trader Joe's.
At your Trader Joe's.
We
don't have a Trader Joe's, so I can't say that.
Do you know this album? Oh, Lisa wants to make pepitas next. We have pepitas, but we didn't make them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. No, I don't actually know that record. So I'm going to have to look that up. And we'll take a look.
Eric, we will look it up.
And take a listen. I was listening to something earlier today, which was actually very rare and unusual, and it was quite nice. And I'm not forgetting the name of the band right now. It was a really weird way
I
ran into it. But once I find that, I'll fire it past you. You can take a listen. That'd be great. Yeah. But Clark Gessner, I'm trying to think of what else did, because like that was the thing. That originally played at a Village Theater, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. It was a movie theater for a long time. But originally it had actually hosted Your Good Man Charlie Brown for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, I know the theater you mean.
Yeah. It's on, I think, 8th or 9th Street.
Is that the one that had the
Village.
Fantastics for like 20 years?
No, different theater.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one.
So I remember the Fantastics Theater. That was a different one.
Yeah.
It was just one of these small way off-Broadway theaters that hosted a big hit.
Canned pumpkin. Yep, if you're going to do anything with it, canned pumpkin is the way to go.
Let the big house, that sounds all wrong. Let the large commercial industry crank out all the pumpkin in cans, because it's a lot easier on you. What we used was one cup of pumpkin?
Yes.
So not even the full can.
No. I made a pumpkin pie out of that can too.
Yeah. So there you go. You can make a pie, and you can make ice cream.
And there's leftover.
And you can put ice cream on top of the pie.
Pumpkin vodka sauce or whatever.
You know, these sauces, vodka sauce is easy. Pumpkin vodka sauce sounds like an obvious. One says. Do I still have my glass over here? I think I do. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
That's not the... What happened to your hurricane with the...
Oh, it's empty long ago.
Well, you really sucked that down, didn't you?
Well, it was good. Couple ice cubes. I'm going to stick with the bourbon.
Oh, okay, yeah, canned pumpkin. Yes. I've had pumpkin ale that I thought was What is wrong with this? And maybe they used fresh pumpkin. Because you always think fresh. You got to do that.
Fresh equals better.
Yeah, no, not always.
It's not necessarily
Is this something I should be taking down?
Nah. I'm just making a really simple sour and throwing some bubbles in it. Big deal. You do this any day of the week. Who cares?
You don't want some sweet in there?
I think I'm okay.
Well, all right.
There we go.
Okay.
Easily peasily.
I think we need to do an eggnog video. And I'm thinking maybe... I always feel like, we should wait for Christmas, but we should do it ahead of time so that people
It's
can
ready
plan.
for
So
Christmas.
maybe next week we'll do eggnog.
There's a fun idea. We could get that together and come up with some really good ideas.
I love it. Okay, eggnog.
One thing about eggnog, like Tom and Jerry, it's a communal thing. You're supposed, or like Gluck,
Good night,
or
Devin.
Glühwein.
We're about to log off too.
Mulled wine,
yeah.
mulled cider. You're supposed to make this as this huge bowl, and everybody gets a big spoonful into the mug. Yeah, well, that's basically the idea. If you happen to have a crowd of 30 friends around you,
suck that down.
you make this huge thing, and everybody gets a little bit of this. If you're saying to yourself, I just want like one glass of eggnog, you buy it in a carton. But could you make that as an individual thing from scratch? Yes, you could. We've done it. It's easy. It's good. It's probably nicer than the stuff in the carton. And you can flavor that up with whatever you want. You can certainly dust that with fresh nutmeg. That's just awesome. Throw in your booze of choice.
So when we do this next week, we need to get a can. When I was a kid, it was in a can. We need to get a carton of commercial eggnog, and we need to get a carton of commercial lactose-free eggnog, and add those to the mix of what we are
what we could possibly do
for the evening. Because I usually buy Silk Nog, and I enjoy it a lot. So
it works
we'll
very
find
well.
out.
And it actually keeps very well because it has a longer shelf life than the cow milk.
It should have a longer season, Errol. I'm with you.
Yeah. But look, eggnog traditionally is supposed to have a season that lasts from Christmas all the way through New Year's until Easter. That's quite a bit of time.
I don't know if the season was supposed to last that long. I think it was supposed to be like a special occasion thing. But we should all be drinking eggnog every day.
Well, you know, Easter happening sometime within March or April, you think it's still cold.
It is.
Many places that we're celebrating.
And in my vintage cookbooks,
so a hearty drink is a good idea.
A lot of these books, they posit eggnog as something you feed to invalids to build their strength. You do with that what you will.
You can go many places with that, it's true. But the simple fact is these fortifying drinks are good when it's really cold and when you're working hard and when you just need a little restorative. They have like a lot of calories and they can keep your energy up.
Yes, Lisa's saying, I remember when your lives were 25 minutes. I do too.
Hello. These days, it's more like a straight 2, and we've probably achieved that.
Next week,
and that's that for that.
Eggnog. And if you have an eggnog recipe to share with us, please send it our way.
By the way, we're fully into November.
Yes.
Which means it's definitely, among other things, Christmas season. Most of you are familiar with the fact that we cut a Christmas record a couple years back.
Oh, please. I was about to log off before the commercial.
You are, like walking away from the commercial here.
I was about to log off before the commercial.
The record is 2 original sides of Christmas music for your holiday season, which is coming up in no time.
It's tilted. It's getting all flamed out.
There we go. Sorry. I'm flaming out. I'm flaming out. And we'll just remove the sleeve. It comes with a sleeve, so it doesn't get all messy. But here we go. Here's our side. Here's Glendora's side. There's a Glendora side.
There's Glendora's fan. She did record a Christmas song.
This comes in a hard cardboard sleeve, not some flimsy thing. This is pressed on pink vinyl because we love you. Even has a fun little like inner thing going on there. And this is available to you for $14 postpaid. If you want a copy of this.
Yes, if you don't have a record player,
it comes with a download code. So don't worry about that. So that's awesome. You get a record player, you'll love this. You get a jukebox. Had somebody buy this during the summer who said, this is going on the jukebox. Are you okay with that? I'm like, go to town. And if you just like want to put it on your computer, yeah, you'll be fine. Original songs.
It's in our
we
big
didn't
cartel
cover
store.
anything. We wrote songs for you. We went into a studio with professionals and recorded this to make this happen.
I'm gonna put it.
This is awesome. I love it. You will too. So there you go. Throw it on the store. Many of you already own this. If you already do, a friend might like to own it. But this is part of how we support the show because we get new liquors, so you don't have to buy them, and we try things out for you.
Oh, yes. Fall back. Yes. And we're going to vote tomorrow. So,
please.
Yes. Amy, thank you. Yes. Fall back and vote. I'm 100% here for both of those things. I love getting an extra hour in my weekend.
Oh, I don't mind that at all.
So,
certainly before a Monday.
All right.
Got
we did that.
So those of you who do not own the record already, check it out. You may be interested. Thank you for considering. That's helping us to do what we do every week. So it's been a fantastic couple of hours with you on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Hump day or otherwise, we're still here doing it for you.
And next week will be eggnog.
Eggnog.
Oh, Robert voted today. Good for you.
Awesome.
Good for you.
I'm glad to hear it. As always, you can support us other ways. There is the store on Amazon, and there's a tip jar, which we don't actually have up, so you can't do it. Sorry.
We don't.
Yeah, but we do have product for sale. We have fantastic towels for sale, which are still available. Let us know if you do not find the link. And we've given you several recipes. All of our patrons on Patreon will get them tomorrow. If you're not a Patreon, then check it out. We'll let you know about that too. It's been fantastic to be with you for a couple of hours. It's really kind of special. We've been giving you some great drinks. We gave you live ice cream, which is awesome. It worked.
Yes, it worked. Woo-hoo,
I knew it would, but you know, it's easy. And I recommend...
I wasn't as confident as you were.
Martin, if you happen to like ice cream, get an ice cream maker. It's not that hard. They're not that expensive. It makes fantastic product. You'll love it. And as always, as I like to say on Wednesday, no matter where you go, and no matter where you are, we will see you soon.